I mean, what's lockdown been like for you, and like not having any basketball, not being able to play?
It's been miserable, to be honest. It's been like, you know, you try and find alternatives. I was playing a lot outdoors and stuff, but to go from the middle of the season, you know, where you're right in the heat of things, to having it completely taken away, it's been like tougher than I'd like to admit, to be honest. But now that we're back, it's time to crack on.
Yeah, man, my knees are thankful. Been outside for far too long. It's my first session back on the wood, so I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Oh, are you gonna be like a little kid at Christmas, do you think?
Seriously, man, seriously. I haven't got up at like 6:30 in so long, but today I jumped out of bed.
Okay, so basically we're back at the sports park. It's been a few months now since I and Coach Creon have been back in, but we're happy to be back in. So what Coach Creon has done is he set up a little bubble, as we're calling it. A selection of players have to go through a few tests and fill out some forms so they can be part of the bubble. And basically what we're doing is Monday to Friday, we're either working on skills or we're having scrimmages. We've got Andrew Lawrence, Joel Freeland, Ashley Hamilton, to name a few, Matthew Bryan and Manning, LVC, I can see right now, Lavelle Cook, Skylar White. So already the caliber of player is pretty high. So we're just having fun at the moment. Everyone's just trying to get back to where they're supposed to be. It's super competitive, but yeah, we're just trying to get back to where we're supposed to be.
This season just seems like it was kind of like a number of years ago because of everything that I think everybody's had to deal with COVID. You know, everybody could see we were a team that was improving. I think we had Matthew for a couple of games. That started working out, and then Matthew had to leave. But we managed to get him back, which was a big thing for us. And then we had that big win against London Lions. Off of that, we also were close to signing, had signed Andrew Lawrence. So I felt that pushing on, we definitely were going to be able to make a run to make those playoffs. And once we got into the playoffs, I think we're going to be a team that not many people would have fancied to see in the first round. I think as a coach before, you needed a coaching board and you needed a whistle. Right now, it's kind of like I got an antibacterial spray for the basketballs. I've got hand gel for the guys. From a basketball point of view, you want to maintain court spacing, which is good for offense. So that happens, but and it's inevitable that you are going to touch the same basketball. So we just try and obviously make sure that we are sterilizing the basketball as often as possible. I think the fact that they were able to come back is a positive sign. But I know, speaking to a lot of players, not just Scorchers players, but other professional players, it really has been a difficult and a frustrating time. The most they've been able to do is obviously go out for a run, do their push-ups if they do have some weights, do some weight training, but nothing is ever going to replicate playing an actual game or playing one-on-one or two-on-two and kind of like the contact and so forth. So it's going to be interesting to see how we move forward, not just as Scorchers, but as a country in getting ourselves back on the basketball court. So I've had some really good conversations with some really good experienced players, as well as some of our players from last season. But the key part's going to be obviously the timing of when people are able to sign and when the season's able to begin. So to give an example, you could want to sign a player and our season might only start in October, so that person will only start getting paid when the season starts. A league somewhere else, like in Iceland, who have less cases, might start their league beginning of September. So the players will be like, I think I'm going to go to Iceland because I need to get paid right now. There's a couple of hurdles to get over, but in terms of our squad, I'm pretty confident that we will retain a majority of our guys and we will add a couple of extras that will help strengthen us. I've been very modest in the way we've approached seasons. I've always felt that as Scorchers, not having the biggest of budgets, that we want to be competitive. But, I want to take more of a have-to-win approach going into the future. We realize that we're not going to be able to hold on to our good players for long periods of time. So while we have them, we've got to make a push to kind of like get them all together. So looking at the future is trying to get the right balance of experience and obviously youth together to make a big push to try and win something, because the fans deserve that. That's why we're in the game. I might be biased, but I think our fans are some of the best in the BBL, and I know that they'll answer the call when needed. And so we're just going to keep on preparing. Like, we've got a season coming ahead, and when the challenges do arise, if they do arise, then we'll shout out straight away for the help that we need.
I'm just down here trying to get better. There's a lot of elite players here, some of the top the country can offer, so it's always good to be welcome back to get up and down with some of these guys.
Okay, and Teo's over here.
Yes, that's big bro. He was the first person when I came over, man, that took care of me when I had no food, no internet in the house. Teo was coming, taking me out, bringing me pizzas and stuff, so that's my brother. It's good to be back out here, man. It's tough when you try to balance everything going on with the virus and people's mental health and all that good stuff. So for me, basketball always been my getaway, so I'm happy to be back. Couldn't be better. Every time I come back, it's always love. I see some of the same faces, so that's always been a thing on the cards at some point, to come back and finish here. I still get support from fans from 2012, and I haven't played here in 6-7 years, and they still support me wherever I go. So some of the most loyal fans I've come across.
We was making strides at the end. Unfortunately, it stopped. I guess that's over with, and now we here to start fresh. I was in London. I took a vacation, and my flight, I left from London, so I kicked it for a little bit, and I'm familiar with Surrey a lot, so I'm comfortable. I like it a lot. It feels like a close-knit family. You know, everybody speaks to you. It's good vibes. It's good energy throughout the building, so I like it. Hopefully, if everything goes right, I'll see you all soon. If not, all love.
The packing up was easy. I packed up quick. It took me like 2 hours to pack all my stuff. Like I had to stuff everything in there, but like in the airport, like we was like, me and Uno, we had a connecting flight. So we flew into Atlanta together, but we don't went to the little airport station. We don't got scrapped up. We don't got masks, we got gloves, we got disinfectants, we got spray, and like the airport was really dead. But like when people would come up and talk to us, we were like, oh, sir, you know, this like before Corona, this is before we knew like what Corona, like how you can get it and all that. It was like, whoa, because you know everybody come on like, you guys play basketball, woo-wop, woo-wop. It was like, oh no, yeah, we play basketball, but no, we just trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So every seat we sitting down, we spraying down, we wiping down, like we really just going crazy. But like when we got on the plane, we had 2 whole rows to ourselves. The plane was empty. Like the airport was empty. You know what I'm saying? So me and Uno, we were just on the just laid back kicking. I was like in the front row. He was in the back row. Had a whole hour, man. We were just kicking it, man. So when we got to American soil, it just breath of relief. You know what I'm saying? Because I had been gone for so long, and this is my first time being gone for that long from home. First and foremost, I want to thank the Scorchers, the whole administration, the whole program for allowing me to play. You know what I'm saying? And let me be myself. And like, since I was in the UK, everybody was like very welcoming. Creon was a great coach, man. He, even though like through my flaws and stuff, man, he still like had faith in me. You know what I'm saying? Even when I messed up or do that, like he had good faith in me that I'd do the right thing and all that. And my teammates too. My teammates did a good job encouraging me. I mean, I couldn't be blessed with a more core value group than I had got blessed with. Like the people on the team was really cool. I mean, like even the veterans, the people who came in, Ryan, he helped me out a lot. Matt, you know what I'm saying? Teo, Kalen. I was like the country bumpkin on the team. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody had a problem understanding me. The fans were great. Like, shout out to all the fans, man. That was really great. I mean, all the kids I coached, they was receptive to me. I was really in a blessed situation to play on that team for my first year.
Hello, governor. Governor. Everybody's a governor.
All right, so, you know, Charlie, to be on the drums. Yeah, so Jim, her and her group of people, and Michael, and it's a little kid like Joshua. You know what I'm saying? So all them, they the only ones that just call me the governor. Like that was my name. You know what I'm saying? So like I can say I got a bit of that. Like you know what I'm saying? So they would just call me out like governor. Like that's what they really call me, is the governor. So yeah, that was actually pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? To have people actually call me that because of something that I said. But yeah, that's probably like the most I've seen of the government though, you know what I'm saying? You know, some people have said, but like they just stuck to it the whole time. Like when I walk in from halftime to the locker room, it's like, good job, governor. I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Just supporting my guys, Ashley Hamilton, Orlan Jackman, Taeyong and Demby, and a bunch of other guys. We all grew up on the basketball circuit, so it's actually amazing, you know, just being away in America for so long, but always making sure I'm coming back and getting in touch with everybody and seeing the progression as professionals. and just to see that, it's actually amazing. It's actually amazing for me. It brings back a lot of great memories of me playing basketball as well. It's been actually tough. I mean, I can't really speak for over here, but I know in America it's been tough on everybody. Everyone's been really having to find secret training spots or really train themselves at home. But as everyone knows, especially with basketball, you can do all the running, you can do all the shooting and all the drills, but until you get in live action and you're getting up and down the floor, it's a completely different game. So that's why I think it's really nice watching the guys get up and down for the first time. They actually look really, really good. Guys look sharp, and you can tell guys have been working on the craft.
I mean, how would you rate some of your friends' performances then today? I mean, you've been watching them. I mean, they can't hear you at the moment, so.
Well, Robert Gilchrist has been dunking and blocking everyone's shot. Ashley's jump shots came a long way over the summer. Teo's feel for the game is incredible. It's always been like that since we were young and we were playing in Branken area. Orland's feel for the game, Orland's the same, just a natural feel for the game. Guys look good, they look really good. I think you can definitely tell people have been working on their craft.
But I mean, you know, the big question is, if you had been out there...
Oh, if I was out there, you know, I'd be getting every rebound.
Exactly. I mean, you're sitting on the side because you don't want to make them look bad.
Exactly, do you know what I mean? I'm sparing them, you know, she didn't want me to get there, but I'm sparing them today, you know. I didn't want to put a little beef on them, do you know what I mean, and get anyone injured out there, so I thought I'd rather just run and do some conditioning on the side and just watch it.
I was doing a whole bunch of cycling, and my mum's boyfriend, Alan, he had an old road bike that was a bit too big for him. My mum was like, initially, maybe do like a charity event. When I announced it, that I was doing the charity cycle, I just decided the day before. I came up with it everything the day before. I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna go for it. I'll do it all the way to Newcastle, and then yeah, that's pretty much how I came up to it. I chose like a whole bunch of towns around the BBL, like eventually Newcastle Eagles, their team in the BBL. I just looked at the road trips. I wanted to do Glasgow, but I didn't see it fit really well because we fly there, so it doesn't take as long as if we took the bus. And so I was like, all right, 26 miles every day, and just under 12 days. I was like, this is definitely doable. So that's why I chose Newcastle, and it was the furthest one, so I was quite happy with that one actually. And I was like, 304 miles, all right, let's do it. It'll be a good challenge, and I get the benefit of staying fit and healthy. So yeah, that's how I made my decision about it.
Hey Cams, hey Cams.
It went very well. it was tough at some points, but I'm always up for a challenge to make myself better, or just keep pushing myself through a challenge. And there was some days where it was really long distances. I think it was my 10th day. I did 40 miles. That was the longest I did. A couple of them above 30. And then, yeah, in the beginning, it was a bit like, what have I got myself into? But eventually, when I started getting used to it, I was resting really well and making sure I was eating properly, staying hydrated, and I got through it fine. The next day when I finished the challenge, my legs were completely fine, so I wasn't sore. I felt really good. We made up to 660 pounds out of my 500-pound target, which was really amazing. And a lot of people were messaging me saying, keep going, you're doing extremely well. I want to thank everyone for doing that for me.
It's nice, man, it's nice. You can definitely feel, like, your body feels the fact that you haven't played basketball in like 4 or 5 months, so it takes a while to get back into it, get used to things, running up and down, competing, bumping bodies, contact makes everything a lot different than like playing outside by yourself or dribbling in your garden or just anything. Like nothing can replace actual basketball. So I always say that as being a British basketball player, that you learn to overcome a lot of adversity. And my story is no different. Every time I feel like I think I've got things figured out, something happens. The last time I was in the UK, I was playing for the Royals, and everyone knows that story. Kind of, it's still going on. I get to Spain, I'm doing good in Spain. Pandemic hits, it's all about finding your feet again after a fall and then building up again. As long as you can do that, then you're always going to be moving forward, in my opinion. I feel great. I'm just a bit tired. I've been doing this with Creon for this is VC.
Oh, no, there you go.
It's my old teammate.
What's
I can't say that yet.
What's that? Sorry, bro. You're such an inspiration, bro.
Wait, Ash, I'll see you soon.
Follow me on Instagram. Will you follow me back? Can you follow me
Yeah,
back
yeah,
as well, bro?
I'm trying to be
Follow me back, bro.
Sal, how are you doing, Sal?
Good, man. I'm here. I'm back.
I said I'm back. Where did you go at?
You might as well take a seat. So we're not in a rush. You're not in a rush. You might as well take a seat.
There we go.
Ash, can you say hi to my Instagram, please?
What's good?
This is AGP Hamilton.
And how do you feel to be back, LBC?
Actually, it's a blessing to be back still. Thank you to Surrey, to Creon, to everyone for organising this for real. This is good competition.
Game time. 10th game.